Hi there, it's Serena. Welcome to my channel. I hope you guys are all doing well. I've been wanting to do this for a while, but one day I was bored and finally decided to take the plunge and pick up all the items that I needed to repaint one of my bags. And this bag might look a little familiar to some of you guys because it is the one that I brought in my Kmart video. I am still really obsessed with the style and the design. I think it's super cute. And although the dusty blue is gorgeous, to me I feel like it kind of aged the bag and made it look a little old. So I decided that I wanted to paint it like a bright, vibrant color. And since this style would literally suit any color, I thought I might as well paint it something bold. So I decided to paint it lilac purple, one of my favorite colors, and I'm so obsessed with how it turned out. So if you want to see how I painted my bag purple, keep watching. So I've watched a few videos on how to repaint bags, but I wouldn't say I'm a professional. So if I do make any mistakes, please comment them down below so I know what to avoid or what to do the next time I decide to paint some leather, or any tips that you might have that could help me. I would really appreciate that. The first thing that I had to do was kind of lift the leather and remove the paint that was already on the bag, and I just used nail polish acetone for that. There are specific products that you can use to remove the paint. You can even use rubbing alcohol, but since I had nail polish remover on hand, I just decided to go with acetone and it worked perfectly. I just went in with a cotton pad and some nail polish remover and just wiped that all over the bag to remove the excess paint. And then I went in with my Angelus leather acrylic paint in the shade Lilac, and I used a paintbrush to apply this product. Some people use like sponges or like dabbers. I think some of them come with dabbers and people use that, but I didn't have any of those items, so I just went in with a paintbrush. And I was kind of scared that the paintbrush would leave like strokes, but it honestly dried down perfectly and it didn't leave any like streaks, which I'm so happy about. But I was also really generous with the paint, so I go in with like quite a bit of product, and I did it section by section. So I tried not to make the layers too thick, just so it would have time to dry before I moved on to the next layer. So I think I would paint one layer, leave it for like 10 minutes, and then paint the next layer. I did the whole front section first, and then once that was dry, I let that sit for like around half an hour, and then I went in with the back. Around 3 to 4 layers. Some areas were a little bit more tricky and I had to go in a few times just to get the opacity that I wanted. I did also decide to paint the inside of the bag. You could see the blue peeking from the edges. I painted it, and then some of it got on the flap anyway, so I just decided to paint the whole flap purple just so it would not look like there was random patches of purple on the flap. And it didn't dry down perfectly. It is a little patchy, but the fabric really soaked up the paint. Like, I feel like it took up so much of the paint, so I didn't want to keep going over it with more paint. And I also did paint the inside of the bag. You can kind of see the discoloration where there's like blue, it's like a lot more blue than it is purple, but it took up so much paint that I didn't want to go over it again to get it all the same color, and I feel like it would have been kind of hard, but you can't really tell anyways. Like when you're wearing the bag, you can't really see the inside. It's only when you open it for like a quick second, so it doesn't really bother me. Definitely take your time with it. It's going to take a little bit of time, and the handles and like behind the flap and some of the like corners of the bag were some areas that I had to go over like multiple times just to make sure that there wasn't any like blue peeking and to get the level of opacity that I wanted. I wanted to get rid of the paint on some of the hardware metal areas, so I went in with like a wet wipe, but it kind of took off the paint on the bag. But like using water would probably just be best, but I ended up just scratching it with my finger because it came off really easily. And then I went in with the Angelus High Gloss Acrylic Finisher. I think I went in with around 2 layers of this because I love that high gloss shine. I just think it looks beautiful, so I did go in with 2 layers. And honestly, when I was first applying this product, I was a little bit scared because it was making the paint a little patchy, and I thought it was screwing up the color of the paint, and like I wasn't getting it even or anything, but it just needed time to dry, so that was no problem at all. But it did scare me a little, so I thought I should let you guys know just in case you freak out when you do it. But yeah, I kind of freaked out, but don't worry, when it dries it'll be perfect. And once I finished going in with 2 layers of gloss, I let it sit for a little bit, and then I added some leather protector. And I just used the Fibre leather protector. It was the only one that I had at home. I asked my parents if they had like leather conditioner, and they gave me this. Most of the videos that I watched, they use leather conditioner, but I didn't have any. All I had at home was leather protector from Fibre, so I was like, you know what, might as well, I'll just use this, no problem. But if you do have a conditioner, leather conditioner, by all means use that instead. But I just went in with a fibre cloth and applied this a little bit onto the fibre cloth and just like wiped down my bag. And I'm honestly so obsessed with the outcome. I think it is beautiful, and I love the color, and I love how glossy it is. It's really cute. But this bag also did come with like a blue strap, like a thick leather blue strap, which I wasn't really the biggest fan of, just because I just thought it was like too much for such a small, cute, petite bag. So I decided to go for something more dainty and simple, and I just took one of the chains off a bag that I don't really use anymore. And applied it to this one, and I think it just looks so adorable. I am absolutely obsessed with it, and I love the gold chain. You can kind of tuck the chain in and just wear the bag. You can do this with the other strap too, but it's so much easier with the gold chain. It's really adorable, and like Instagram, you know, when you wear it like this, I just think it looks really cute when you hold it like this. I love doing this for like pictures. I think it just looks really adorable. But having the chain option is also great if you just want to wear it crossbody, which I personally do. I don't really like carrying things because I feel like I always lose things when I carry it. So having a crossbody option is great, and you can just wear this casually. I normally like to wear it crossbody, and then when I take pictures I tuck it in and like hold it because it's cuter, you know, whatever. But you can also kind of cross the chain over in the bag and just close the flap, and then it kind of shortens the chain, and you can wear it as like a shoulder bag, like a shoulder option. And I think this looks really, really cute. I think personally for this bag, I actually really like wearing it like that because I think it looks really adorable. But yeah, I just like how versatile it is and how many different options you can wear it. So really happy with that, and absolutely obsessed with how it turned out. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in my next one.